Welcome everyone back to Clashing with the Jake Man. I am the Jake Man, and we are talking about the Overgrowth Spell. Is it overblown? Is there a way that we can make this thing work? Do we like the hog puppet? Do we use the Haste Vial?
Wow.
What do we do with the new log launcher? And maybe Valkyries make a return on this episode of Clashing with the Jake Man. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. I have had a fantastic time with the new update. There are a lot of ways that you can make some very, very profitable attacks in your loot for 3 stars. So, without further ado, let's look at the base. So we have now gone ahead. I'm going to just take a little bit of a detour here before we go into the battles. I'm going to talk a little bit about this. I don't want to spoil anything or anything like that, but the hog puppet, if you're going to use this thing, make sure you use it when you have upgraded it to at least level 6, maybe 7. If you can get it to 10, but the thing is that with all these ores, and this is a real problem, as you can see down on mine, I have a lot of ores on this account, but I just don't know if I want to use it. The Haste Vial is going to be great, but it is absolute trash at level 2. So I keep everything else. Basically, you're seeing what I'm using. There is a lot with the Grand Warden that is fantastic with his Eternal Tome and his Healing Tome. I do recommend those because if you're going to be using Root Riders, I get you could probably use the Rage Gem, but that's also something that you want to get, if you want to spear through the base. There's also a lot of things with Valkyries that are really exciting, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. And the invisibility vial for the queen is almost an absolute must. I don't see how we're going to get away with that when there is single target infernos. And you just don't know if you're going to be running against those. So do you really want to take that chance? I guess you bring an invisibility spell with you just in case. That's completely up to you. I get it. I understand that. The Frozen Arrow, I think, is still probably the best epic right now because it is taking care of a lot of the speed at which these defenses come at you. So that is, I'm finding the nuances there, so that's great. Obviously the Barbarian King, his Rage Vial is legendary. And then coupled with the Giant Gauntlet, I just don't know if there's anything else. So I'm staying with the Seeking Shield because I have it at level 15 and is still a monster. And her Royal Gem on this account. So that's what we're basically going to be utilizing for this. And I wanted to take that detour. But enough of that. Let's take a look at what we have with regards to all of our troop configurations on this account. Watch for these. Watch for my battles with these. They are fantastic, and they will wreck things. We do bring one Overgrowth Spell, so I did get that finally to work. So I do believe that this is going to be something that's going to work for everything. And surprisingly enough, the log launcher is the way to go if you're going to use these. You want to be able to get through walls, and sometimes with the nerf to the Root Riders, you then see, you lose them towards the end of the base. So if you've misguided them, or if you have a Valkyrie spear that's going through the base, you want to at least have that log launcher, making a beeline and maybe even going beyond and knocking down some of those walls. So you will see that, and I'm excited to show you. So let's get to it. Enjoy it, everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to the Jake Man Show. You are clashing with the Jake Man, and we are going to be using the new spells, the new vials, the new troops. So stick around and see how I do. We are going to go ahead and hit this base. Not really a big change on what I do here. This is still a Root Rider spam with a heavy rage and a lot of freezes. Had a lot of success with these, so the trick is trying to keep everybody alive, which is tricky, but that's okay. So we're going to get our Royal Champ in there, and let's see, we're going to do that, and we're not going to fat finger this, and we did. So that's what I do. Actually, that worked out okay. Alright, so we are looking really solidly. This was a weaker base. I still do like the Root Rider, Root Rider spam. It is, very, very strong still, and if you can keep your rage on, if you keep him within your Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome or the Rage Tome, you're talking about like a tremendous amount of hit points, and it's going to be really, really good. So I'm not hating that too much. So another 3-star for the Jake Man. Here we are back on the Jake Man, JK. So I want to go ahead and make you look at some of this here. Just take a look at, so we are going to be using 1 Overgrowth, okay? I haven't figured out how to use 2 yet. That's a lot for me. So what I'm going to be using is some Sneaky Goblins, and I've seen the Valkyrie spear, so we're going to go ahead and try that as well. And that's what we're going to try to do here, folks. So let's go through. Okay, here we go. So we have a lot. Looks like this person's made some progress on this base. But we've got, let's see. I'm going to try the new log launcher. And we're going to try to keep, so I'm thinking about from a compartment perspective, we're going to try to take out the left side. No, we're going to try to take out the right side. Yeah, so we'll start here. And we're going to clean up. Let's go clean. Yes, and make sure that's out of the way. And I think we've got ourselves, let's do 1 Valkyrie. Let's go 2 Valkyries, kind of 3 Valkyries. And let's go 1 more of those guys cleaning up. So we're gonna go ahead and then go Root Rider, which should be really well. And then again, like I said, we're going to try to keep them right. Let's see, I've got all the Valkyries, so I'm going to use the Overgrowth Spell right about here. And then I'm going to send in the Vox. And we're going to Rage and heal, because I'm sure they're getting monkeyed slapped. Probably didn't need to do that so much. Let's keep them all alive and Rage again. That one worked out really well, folks. Well, that's by far the best I've done here. So we've got the Royal Champion going to go in here now. Let's see if I can keep them all alive. So Spirit Fox and my... See, I didn't want that to happen. So the Royal Champ is doing okay, but... we just wrecked that whole side of the base. Did you guys see that? Whoa. I mean, I've got so many... What? Okay. They got the whole stinking... My whole army. What? Unbelievable. And if I was better with my Royal Champ, I don't even think I would have had any problems with that. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's interesting. We're going to stay with the I mean, that could be almost broken. I mean, good Lord have mercy. I'll tell you what I'm not a fan of is the siege machine right now. You know, you need something still going through walls if you're going to have something, but the Valkyrie spear right now is really, really a good option, and everyone should look at it. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and switch all of my stuff out, and we're going to just, you know, go into a Root Rider, Yeti with a Sneaky Gob, and a Valkyrie spear with one Overgrowth spell, which just directs everything out. So if you can just take, you know, just almost compartmentalize one side of the base, then it looks pretty solid. So that's what we're going to be doing, folks. That is what we're going to be doing. So now we're going back into the other type of meta, which is still Root Rider's Witch, and utilizing the Overgrowth spell. So we're going to go ahead and jump one of these out of here, because I'm going to go back to the log launcher. I think that log launcher was... Anyway, so here's the complement of what we're going to be utilizing here. So it is typical Yeti Root Rider Witch Bomb, which that's what I'm calling it. So let's see how this goes. We do have one Overgrowth, I believe, and a skeleton. So, all right. So I want to take down that monolith, or do I want to push into the monolith, or do I want to try to get that eagle down over on the other side, and then Overgrowth over here? So if I come in the southwest region, I think that's what we're going to try to do. Come in through the south. I do like having super goblins, or sneaky goblins. All right, we're going to go root, and then we're going to go Yeti, witch, and then we'll kind of do this, and do that, and do this, and try to get our whole grouping in there. I think I'm going to want to go ahead and have them, if I could do that. Let's go. That's what I'm looking for. So let's keep everybody alive. Is that going to push? Okay. Still pushing. Ram. Nah, that was a bad use of that. It's okay. It's okay. So we took down the entire right side of the base. I mean, I did want to stop the eagle, which that ended up only hitting us once, I think. Oh, and it trolled me. Now that's an interesting idea, is to keep your eagle in the invisibility. That's pretty smart. Now I still have all of my heroes still here. The Spirit Fox is still alive with my Royal Champ. I put an Electro Titan into my castle, and she is doing some cleanup work, which is fantastic. So we look pretty good here, everybody. I mean, not the strongest base, but I really wanted to see, you know, can I direct troops? Because I just don't know if I'm ready to take over the Overgrowth into some, like, legends, for God's sake. So I'm going to take this out with a full complement. But even with a Town Hall 16, a weaker Town Hall 16, you still had a large amount of troops a large amount of defenses that were doing well. I mean, I'm a real strong 16, just my walls look like garbage. So, let's see here. We're going to do sneakies, and we're going to do... Somebody said something about a super witch. I haven't gotten my super bowlers down yet, so we've got super bowlers on another one, so we'll do that over there. So we'll look at that. Somebody was telling me... Okay. So I'm going to cook up some troops and we'll go back in. So here we have a kind of a spread out looking base. They're just taking it to where it's just allowing it to be taken down, I guess. So what I'm going to do is try to clear out some of the main stuff here. I guess I definitely want that 1, 2, 3. I want all that dark. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we're going, since the root riders aren't really our big problem here, so, or our walls for the root riders. So what do I want to do? So I think if they're going to do fully around, then maybe we go, I'm even wasting time here. No, I definitely want to come out. Yeah, I want to do this. I was right the first time. Yep. And then the problem is that I want them not to go over there. So I'm thinking go the other way. And yeah, that's okay. Can I get her in there too? That'd be nice. Yeah, there we go. I remember Valkyries. Just garbage. Although that was interesting. My entire army went the other way, and then my other army went the other way, and then they went into the base. I mean, that's about as idiot-proof of an attack as you can get, and I am an idiot. So, yeah. The Valkyries right now with the Root Riders, broken. And when I say broken, I'm saying like swag everything, holy God, wow, get out of the way because I'm about to crush your base. Wow. So we've got some loot here. I can't make this new siege barracks work for me very well, so I know people use it as a funneling tool, but I'm thinking, do I have a log launcher? I'm going to see how the log launcher works for me. I mean, listen, I mean, it's what you like. It's not what, they give you. Let's see if we can de-trash some of this stuff. And this is a base that doesn't look very big, but it's got a lot of loot. So I feel bad about it, but really I don't, because if you're not going to take this game seriously, then don't do it. So I'm mostly a fan. I mean, the Super Bowlers are great and all, but I mean, I just can't get them. I can't keep them alive. So I've got a recall spell too. So I mean, most of this stuff is like, it's just going to keep everybody alive here. I'm going to try to keep them. I don't want them over here. Yeah, I do. Do I even need them over? Alright, so let's get him back out here, and let's get him on this side. Alright, we got this, we got that. I'm going to put a heal on all of this. And another heal, and another one of those. And clean up. Clean up, clean up. Everybody does their share. All right, weak base, but there is ways to use the recall spell along with this. So I like getting everyone into a spear. I like getting them all into a place where they're all staying together, and they can all tank for each other. So, I mean, I'll take the 3-star because, that's the way it goes. But, if you're going to bring in a Town Hall 16 and give me that loot, I'm going to take it. That's 1 million loot right there, and I needed every bit of it. So I don't feel bad about it. So this is the new meta that I love. It's got an E-Titan and a Yeti in the castles. I've got a log launcher at max level. I've got 13 Valkyries, 6 Root Riders, 4 Yetis, some clean up trash kind of things. I got the Overgrowth Spell. So this is the one, folks. This is the one that I'm digging. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find one real quick while we're doing all this, and that will work. Okay. So we got a Town Hall 16 that's actually taken some, opportunity to spend some time with it. So I'm going to get over here on this side of the base. I'm going to come in there, and then I'm going to overgrow right there. That's what I'm going to do right there. And then hopefully if the Valkyries will start to kind of take care of business, then we're good. So I'm going to break open a wall with the roots, and a Valk seems to really kind of do. And we're going to do that, and then more of this. Kind of get everybody down, and then... Wait, okay. I don't know, whatever. Perfectly. I'm shockingly good at the... See, I probably sent them all in too fast. But that's okay. It's okay. Alright, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to save her. And I'm going to, boom, save everybody's life. And go into the Town Hall, everybody. And rage for days. And heal. Get out of that. And then we've got this. And then I'm going to send in the Royal Champ with support this time, kind of as a cleanup. So I sent her in from over here. So we're gonna, maybe we get a good freeze. Oh man, so the Valkyries are doing work on the other side over here, but with that splash damage, I don't know if they can take them all down, but they can take a hit, that's for sure. So we took down the Eagle, that's all right, and then the Monolith is going to start targeting my queen, but that's not going to be good. But she just slowed everybody down. I dig it. I dig it. And that, my friends, is another destructo of a base. Town Hall 16. And I didn't lose a pet or a hero? Come on. I will say that the... so the Royal Champ's Heat Seeker missile... don't waste with the Hog Rider puppet. Don't waste any time with that right now unless you get that way up. And also, the Haste Vial is going to be great, but you also have to get that thing way up as well, too. So, yeah. So, the Valkyrie Root Rider with an Overgrowth to direct the Valkyries. Because if you think about it, from the, almost from the moment Valkyries came out, you could never direct them. They would always go the wrong direction. And now you've got this, this like heat-seeking missile that you can just destroy people. I mean, I'm surprised I'm not even bringing in 45 of these Valkyries. that'd be the best. See if we can do another one. So I have been nexting for the last 10 minutes, and this is about the best I can get with loot, and plus they were just giving me a cavalcade of Town Hall 13s. So we've got the Overgrowth over here. I've been overgrowing the Eagle if they've been separate from the Monolith. So if I overgrow over here, and then I can take down the Monolith, then the Eagle is going to hurt me, but not as bad as... the high value of taking out that scatter shot and that Monolith. So let's go ahead and get rid of 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So that garbage is now going to be gone. I'm going to put a Valkyrie over here for tanking and funneling. We're going to do that. I didn't do any... No, we're not doing any of that. So, okay. So we're going to get that. We're going to hold our Valkyries, and... also, we're going to rage this, and we're going to keep everybody alive. I think I got most of them in there, and I can overgrow that perfectly, and we're going to freeze that, and let's send in all the Valkyries here, and I should have probably done that differently. I think we got nailed with a, need to keep those guys alive. Good grief. So that is okay, I guess. Eagle is getting... got that scatter shot and all of those things. I got nothing going on over there. Is the Yeti going to do any work for me over there? Come on, come on. Got a lot of multiples. Took down one. And are there Root Riders going to go over there? I don't know. We're going to go clean up, clean up. I think we're going to be okay here. Just this base just wasn't tough enough. It did put up a good fight, though. But, I mean, you still got so many troops alive. My entire clan castle, you know, just bing, let's get this stuff done. So, again, it is another Town Hall 16 goes down without a fight. Okay, so we've got our Overgrowth Spell. I'm thinking I'm going to overgrow over here against that. I'm going to pick up a nice bit of defenses right there with the overgrow and then kind of force everybody through here and kind of do it that way. I might throw a Vok in there too just to kind of see what's going on. Yeah, let's do that. So there we go. And we're going to clean up this and try to get as much of this garbage out of the way. Let's take that guy down, and we're just going to spam a lot in this guy. Boom, boom. Did I don't think yes, I did. This is right. This is correct. This is correct. So we've got everybody kind of pushing. I'm going to get... Oh, my gosh. I did not... All right. It's okay. It's okay. I do want the Valkyries to go that way. See, this is... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we have... So it looks like those Yetis are going to just not be... They're not going to do anything for me over there. It's going to be close, but just not going to happen. Oh, the Yetis come through. Oh, man. So, I mean, I still got some stuff going on, but my King's going to get roasted, and I think the Phoenix is already doing some stuff there for him, too, so... Phoenix is trying as hard as she can, but you know, it's still, and I mean, I did a lot of 3 stars, but I wanted to show you that there's still some nuances here that you have to deal with, and of course, you're also trying to take almost 2 different, you're doing 2 separate things. All right, so you're taking your Root Rider kind of a spam to try to kind of bulk into one. And then you either have to choose to kind of, if you can get the Valkyries to, then you overgrow, and then you can take the Valkyries, and once you have the Valkyries almost spearing towards the right way, then you can hit the heal. Otherwise, if they dive off to another side, so it's nuanced and crazy, but it is a lot of fun. All right, so another meta that I've been seeing is the Super Witch with the Overgrowth, and I'm adding Valkyries with it and some sneaky goblins. So let's see. We don't have much time to go here, so let's see if we can do an attack and find something. Since I don't have a lot of time, we're just going to keep on. So if it's not this one, it's the next one. All right, here we go. So I do have one Overgrowth, and I think what I want to do is try to take down this side and then overgrow over here in the middle. So I'm thinking about overgrowing right over top of that multi-inferno, and then go down over here and take down the town hall. And, you know, we'll kind of go with that, I guess. Let's do it. All right. So we are going to go, let's clean up some of this stuff here so we don't get bogged down by any of that. And we're going to go, let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Get the Super Witch down, and then we'll just go crazy with this and get them down. Because again, the real strategy is not in the funneling or the tanking. It's the overgrowing right there and making sure that everything's good. And let's see here. Got everybody alive. So let's go ahead and do that. And somebody should take that down. We'll heal that. Because that's really what I wanted to do in the first place. We're going to rage there. And we're going to rage over here. And we're going to send in the Valkyries. Send in the Valkyries. So they're going to clean up the top here. I really didn't see. I mean, I thought the Valkyries wouldn't go halfway across the world. Did not think that. Yeah, so I'm getting smoked here. Alright, so Eagle's going down, and the Queen can take down that multi. Can he take down the mortar? The monolith. Let's go! Queen coming through. Let's go. I don't know if that does anything else for the base, but I still have my Electro out there and one Yeti. Ah, well. You know, my Valkyries ended up going the wrong bloody way. So that was, I mean, like, literally, I put them in over here in these, like, right in between these two things, and they end up going over here. That's an AI that, I mean, I don't know. That one's a little crazy on me. 81% here. Looks like the Yeti's going to keep on coming in. She's going to get, or the Yeti's going to get even some more of this loot for me here, so that'll be nice. But as far as you guys are concerned, you do not need to see that. So we are going to have, let's see here. We see 23 seconds. Do we really want to see it? 84%. If the Valkyries came down around in here and then followed and kind of used the tanks over there, then, but, can't make everything right. Plus, I probably should have overgrown something a little bit differently over there anyway, so. I certainly hope you have enjoyed it. Let's recap real quick. Folks, this is the troop configuration that you are going to want to use. 13 Valkyries, 6 Root Riders, 4 Yetis. If you want to bring some sneaky goblins, go right ahead. And an Overgrowth Spell, and I was having a tremendous amount of success with a level 2 Overgrowth. I did bring in some pretty heavy hitters with regards to the clan castle reinforcements, and I do absolutely think that the new level of the log launcher is worth a try. As far as the hero equipment, this is what I had been bringing forward. If I had a Spirit Fox, I probably would have been doing that as well. So on the Barbarian King, you have his Gauntlet and you have his Rage Vial. On the Queen, you have her Invisibility Vial and the Frozen Arrow. And on the Grand Warden, we are bringing his Healing Tome and his Eternal Tome. And we are not using the new Hog Puppet and the Haste Vial because they are not ready. And I just don't know if I want to waste all my ores on those right now when I have a complement of hero equipment that is working for me at the moment. So I certainly hope that you guys will come back and clash with the Jake Man. Remember, I'm always here. I'm always going to be here for you. Make sure you are always clashing. Have a great one, guys.